Welcome back to Unstoppable Mind today, where we explore the most powerful stories of resilience, determination, and the human spirit's triumph. Imagine losing everything you have ever worked for, not just once or twice, but 7 distinct times before turning 30 years old. This is the incredible true story of Victor Chen, a man who faced bankruptcy and humiliation but refused to let his dream die. Most people would surrender after one major failure, but Victor's journey takes us through the darkest valleys before reaching the highest peaks. Before we reveal the secret to his $10 million success, we must understand the painful path that led him there. His entrepreneurial journey began with high hopes, launching a phone accessory store that he believed would be his ticket to freedom. But enthusiasm alone was not enough, and the market was ruthless, forcing him to close his doors within just a few months. He picked himself up and started an online tutoring service, thinking low overhead costs would guarantee his success in the education market. Yet again, he failed to attract enough students to sustain his living expenses, watching his savings evaporate into thin air quickly. Undeterred, he pivoted to a digital marketing agency, convinced that helping other businesses grow would finally be his breakthrough moment. But the competition was fierce, and without a clear strategy, he was drowning in a sea of other agencies offering the same. One by one, 7 different ventures collapsed, leaving him with nothing but a bruised ego and a mountain of heavy debt. By the age of 28, Victor was officially bankrupt, feeling like the biggest loser among all his friends and family members. He had no choice but to take a job as a waiter, serving food to the very people he aspired to be. Every shift was a painful reminder of his broken dreams, watching others enjoy the success that always seemed to elude him. He swallowed his pride daily, enduring criticism from managers younger than him, wondering if this was his destiny for life. Nights were the hardest, as the silence amplified the voice in his head screaming that he was not good enough. Then came the day that would change everything, when an older gentleman named Mr. Joe walked into the restaurant for dinner. There was something different about this customer, an aura of calm wisdom that immediately caught Victor's attention amidst the chaos. Over the next few weeks, Mr. Joe became a regular, and he began to notice the sadness behind Victor's polite smile. One quiet evening, Mr. Joe asked Victor to sit down for a moment, sensing that the young waiter had a story. Victor hesitated but sat down, and for the first time in years, he opened up about his 7 failed businesses. He expected the wealthy man to laugh or offer pity, but instead, Mr. Joe listened with deep respect and intense focus. Mr. Joe then revealed a shocking truth. He himself had failed not 7 but 11 times before finding any real success. He spoke of bankruptcy, lawsuits, and public humiliation, painting a picture of struggle that made Victor's problems seem suddenly manageable. Victor realized he was sitting across from a mentor who had walked the same path of fire and emerged victorious. Mr. Joe told him there were 3 fundamental rules that changed his life, and he wanted to pass them on to Victor. The first rule was simple, yet often ignored by eager entrepreneurs. You must study deeply before you ever start a business. Mr. Joe explained that Victor's previous failures were due to confusing excitement with expertise, a fatal mistake for any beginner. He advised Victor to spend at least 3 months researching the market, competitors, and customers before spending a single dollar. This period of study is not a delay. It is the foundation upon which a skyscraper of success can be built. The second rule was about endurance. You must commit to a new venture for at least 18 months, no matter what. Mr. Joe warned that the first 6 months are always the hardest, filled with doubt, 0 revenue, and constant struggle. Most people quit during this painful phase, never knowing that success was waiting for them just around the corner. If you can survive the first year and push through to month 18, you will see results that others only dream of. The third and final rule was the key to mastery. Do one specific thing better than anyone else in the world. Mr. Joe pointed out that Victor had been a jack of all trades, offering average services in a crowded marketplace. To win, you must narrow your focus until you become the go-to expert in one tiny specific niche of the market. Victor absorbed these lessons like a dry sponge, realizing that his previous failures were simply because he lacked this framework. Mr. Joe left that night, leaving behind a napkin that was worth more than $1 million in wisdom. That night, Victor made a vow to himself. He would try one last time, following Mr. Joe's rules to the letter. He resigned from the restaurant and spent the next 3 months doing exactly what he was told, studying and researching. He analyzed the digital landscape and discovered a massive gap in the market for high-quality LinkedIn lead generation services. Instead of guessing, he interviewed experts and potential clients, understanding their pain points before he even built a product. 3 months passed without a single sale, but Victor remained calm, knowing he was building a foundation that would last. When he finally launched, he didn't offer everything. He offered only one thing: the best LinkedIn lead generation system available. He committed to the 18-month timeline, bracing himself for the rejection and silence that he knew would come initially. The first few weeks were quiet, and the old fear of failure tried to creep back into his mind. But every time he felt like quitting, he looked at the rules and reminded himself that this was part of the process. In the 4th month, a breakthrough happened. A small technology firm replied, interested in his specialized service. He delivered exceptional results for that one client, focusing all his energy on making them successful beyond their expectations. That one happy client referred 2 more, and slowly, the flywheel of his business began to turn on its own. He didn't get distracted by other opportunities. He stayed in his lane, becoming the undisputed master of LinkedIn marketing. By month 12, he was no longer a one-man show. He hired his first team member to handle the growing demand. He was finally profitable, but he didn't celebrate yet. He knew he had to complete the full 18-month commitment. When the 18th month arrived, Victor's company was generating more revenue in a month than his old jobs paid in years. The transformation was not just financial, it was internal. He had become a man of discipline, strategy, and resilience. 5 years later, his company had grown into a powerhouse, with dozens of employees serving clients all over the globe. They hit the $10 million revenue mark, a milestone that seemed impossible when he was washing dishes just years ago. He returned to the restaurant to thank Mr. Joe, not as a waiter, but as a peer and a friend. Mr. Joe smiled and told him that the rules were just tools. It was Victor's unstoppable spirit that built the castle. Victor's story teaches us that failure is not the end. It is simply the tuition you pay for your education. Maybe you are sitting where Victor was, staring at a bank account that is empty and a dream that feels broken. Remember rule number 1: don't rush. Take the time to study, to understand, and to prepare for the war ahead. Remember rule number 2: commit to the long haul. Give yourself 18 months to push through the pain and find the light. And remember, rule number 3: don't try to be everything to everyone. Be the best in the world at one thing. Your past failures do not define your future potential. They are merely the stepping stones that lead you to your destiny. Victor Chen failed 7 times, lost everything, and was humiliated, yet he stands today as a testament to human resilience. If he can turn his life around from the depths of despair, then you absolutely have the power to do the same. Do not let the world extinguish your fire. Protect it, feed it with knowledge, and let it burn brighter than ever. Success is waiting for you, but it demands a price. Are you willing to pay the price of discipline and persistence? You have an unstoppable mind within you. Unlock it today and refuse to settle for anything less than your wildest dreams. The world is full of opportunities for those who are prepared to grab them. Your time is now. Make it count. Visualize your victory. Feel it in your bones. Let that vision pull you through the hard days and the long nights. Like a seed breaking through concrete, your determination can overcome any obstacle that life places in your path. Victor now spends his time helping others avoid his mistakes, proving that true success is about lifting others up with you. Let this story be the sign you are looking for, the sign that it is not time to quit, but to restart. Rise above the noise of the doubters. Rise above your own fears. Soar to the heights where you truly belong. When you align your actions with the right principles, success becomes not a matter of luck, but a matter of time. From the bottom of the service industry to the top of the business world, Victor proves that no starting point is too low. Be the lighthouse for your family and your community. Show them what is possible when you refuse to accept defeat. Hold on, just a little longer. Your breakthrough is often just one more step, one more day, one more try away. You now hold the keys. The 3 rules that unlocked a fortune for Victor are now in your hands. Use them. Clear your mind of the clutter. Focus on your mission. The path is clear, and the only thing missing is your action. Be like water, flexible, persistent, and powerful. Find a way around, over, or through your obstacles until you reach the ocean. Today is the first page of your new chapter. Write a story that will inspire generations to come. Make it legendary. Surround yourself with mentors and peers who challenge you to be better. You become the average of the people you keep. Never forget where you came from. Let your humble beginnings keep you grounded as you reach for the stars above. The universe favors the brave. It bends reality to fit the visions of those who are crazy enough to believe. Your time in the shadows is over. Step into the light and claim the success that has always been waiting for you. Victor Chen did it. Mr. Zhou did it. And now, armed with their wisdom, it is your turn to do it. Face the heat. Embrace the struggle. For on the other side of your greatest fear lies your greatest growth. Prepare for takeoff. The runway behind you is filled with lessons, but the sky ahead is filled with limitless potential. It does not matter how many times you fall. All that matters is that you stand up one more time than you fall. Plant the seeds of hard work today. Water them with patience, and you will harvest a crop of abundance tomorrow. Become the master of your craft. Let your excellence be so undeniable that the world has no choice but to pay attention. Share this message. Be the spark that ignites the fire in someone else's life. Success is sweeter when it is shared. The climb never truly ends. There is always a higher peak, a new challenge, and a better version of yourself waiting. I believe in you. The world believes in you. Now you must look in the mirror and believe in yourself. Nothing is impossible for the unstoppable mind. The only limits that exist are the ones you place upon your own imagination. Celebrate your small wins. They are the fuel that keeps your engine running on the long road to your ultimate destiny. Set your sails. The wind is blowing in your favor. Do not stay in the harbor of safety any longer. Expand your horizons. Think bigger. Dream larger. You are capable of more than you have ever dared to imagine. The prize goes to the one who endures, the one who stays when everyone else has left. Be that person. Be grateful for the failures. They taught you lessons that success never could. They made you who you are today. Wake up every morning with a purpose. Attack the day with enthusiasm. Let your passion be contagious to everyone you meet. Time is ticking. Do not waste another second living a life that is smaller than the one you deserve. Smash through the walls of fear and doubt. They are paper tigers, illusions that vanish when you confront them with courage. Create your own reality. You are the director, the writer, and the main character of your own life movie. Find peace in the process. Love the grind. When you love the journey, the destination becomes just a bonus. The view is best from the top, but the character is built during the climb. Never forget the climb. Enjoy the rewards, but stay hungry. Stay foolish. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep pushing the boundaries of possibility. Life is a game of strategy. Make your moves carefully, think ahead, and never surrender until the game is won. Build something that lasts. Build a legacy that will stand tall long after you are gone. That is true success. Pass the torch. Teach others. Your wisdom is a gift that grows when you give it away freely. As we come to the end of this story, ask yourself, what will your story be? How will you be remembered? Victor Chen rewrote his ending. He turned a tragedy into a triumph. You have the pen in your hand right now. Write a bold new chapter. Fill it with courage, resilience, and an unstoppable determination to win at all costs. If this story inspired you, please share it with a friend who needs hope. Together, we can change lives. Thank you for watching Unstoppable Mind today. Remember to subscribe for more life-changing stories. Never give up until you finally win.